Everybody want what I got, but I get what I want. Better talk to me nice, you gon' need a bigger font. Touchdown, yeah, the ref threw a flag for the taunt. Wanna turn me off, baby, but I'm already.
Woo, baby. Let's go, my boy.
Let's get it.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
Wow, we're here. Didn't think we'd get here. I gotta be honest.
You know, um, you guys recommended Unknown Caller and got sucked into this freaking Netflix show.
Dude, that is wild. Did you get to the point, like to the meat?
No, no, not to the meat. Not to the meat
No?
yet.
Okay. All right. I won't say anything.
But I just got a text message saying that this is wild, all caps,
From who?
from the wifey, from the wifey.
Shout out to
Anyway,
Brie.
we're not here to talk about Netflix. We're not here to
No.
talk about crazy people and text messaging. We're here to talk about La Familia. This is official week one podcast.
Yes,
And
sir.
we got to remind everyone to like and subscribe. We want you guys to be notified when the episode is out.
It's pretty simple.
Ready, set,
One click away.
All right, man. Let's start off. Let's not waste people's time. Let's go around the league.
Let's do it. Let's start with the first game. Very interesting first game.
Wait for first. Set the tone here. Where were we when we watched the game? Who are we celebrating? He's a
Okay. All
Familia
right.
member. Got to show some
Yes, he
love.
is. He is. Bueller, go to class. It was his birthday, so we went to Colony first for some pizza. Anyone who's from the CT area, you gotta get that pizza. It's very good. I actually think Rico's is better. I'm probably gonna get a lot of heat for that, but we'll put that to the side for now. Then we went to Bobby V's, which we thought could be a hit or miss. If anyone's been there in Stanford, you know, sometimes good, sometimes bad. Wow, was I wrong? The vibes were immaculate. We had a really, really good time. Packed. He is a diehard Eagles fan, and his wife is a diehard Cowboys fan. So that was also interesting. Holly,
Came
I
in
hear you.
troll. Yeah, got to show some love to Holly. Came in trolling with the Dallas Cowboys shirt for him.
Oh, that's right. Yo,
Forgot
that's
about
me,
that.
man.
But you know what? He's constantly calling me a black cat, and I figured if
You
I
have
could
to give
reverse
into it.
jinx it, if I can reverse jinx it for
Yes.
him, what better birthday gift than that?
You're doing this for him.
Yes, yes.
He
But you know
doesn't
what?
get it.
But to the game, to the game. So, I mean, the one thing you have to talk about is obviously the Philadelphia Hawk Tua.
Oh, goodness gracious. Did you hear that he got away with just the fine? He didn't even get any ejections. They thought because he got out like early in the game that that was an ejection enough. 57K he got fined.
I mean,
I think that's ridiculous, dude.
57K is not nothing though. 57K for a spit is expensive.
Yeah, that's a lot. We're gonna have to go through a lot of these games. We're gonna get our winner onto this first episode, so I'm really excited. So other things, I mean, CD cost the game. He dropped the ball a couple times, and then how about the rain delay? If anyone knows
Yeah.
the Bonillas, they know that 444 is our number, and the chances of that actually happening. The game stopped from a rain delay, and it was on the clock 444. We were convinced we were going to win the Powerball.
Yeah, there's a Powerball's $1 billion. And we're
Yeah,
like, so let's just play and we'll figure
but
that
we
the
did
rest of it later.
clearly.
Um, yeah, vibes were high. Eagles get the W on the first game. Definitely a fantastic game to start off the year, though. Kick it
Yeah.
off.
Yep. Yep. All right. Chiefs and Chargers. Good game. I think the Chiefs don't look as good this year, but obviously they gave us a little scare at the end. What do you think?
Look, first, I don't know if it's the first or second Brazil game in Brazil, but obviously the NFL is trying to push this like expansion of the league internationally. I know in the past the field was all messed up and stuff. Look, one thing is very consistent with the Chiefs. They typically win, but they don't cover the spread. So I don't even know how I even thought about picking the Chiefs in this one. The Chargers were the obvious pick, a Monday quarterbacking, but still, I just feel like the Chiefs just don't cover spreads. So that's just a thought.
We got a few
Um,
more minutes here. I texted Brad, so we're good to go.
all right, cool.
Um, all right.
Dolphins,
So Dolphins
Dolphins
Colts.
versus Colts.
Go ahead.
No, no, you go ahead. Lead the way.
Whew. I mean, This was a really, really, really bad look by the Dolphins. Sorry for all the Dolphins in here. Danny Dimes coming out having a historic performance. And you heard me right, Danny Dimes. Okay. How about this? Danny Dimes is the only QB in the NFL to lead his team points on every drive of the game since 1991. I didn't even know that was even. I just like I can't believe he's even capable of this, but apparently is. I don't know if that shows that Dolphins are just that bad or he just got lucky on this in this game.
I mean, it's just a classic version of a New York quarterback gets like thrown to the wolves, throw him to another team, and all of a sudden they play really well. Sam Darnold, Geno Smith, like
Yeah, the only thing about that is like all of those are Jets teams
Jets.
versus
Yeah, okay, that's
Jets
fair.
quarterbacks versus.
That's fair. I'm sure we can get some giant quarterbacks in there as well, you know.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
but yeah, I mean, that was one afterwards. I was just like, oh my God. But I did say on episode 0 that I'm actually not impressed with the Dolphins coach.
yeah. He got all this hype. It's like you said earlier,
He started
a
early
few years
on.
ago. He's
Yeah,
been like this, new hot guy coming in, all the cool plays, and he had Tyreek when he was like happy, and clearly he's not happy. If you see him
yeah,
on the sideline, he's not happy. Another cool quote or stat on that one is they snapped a Colts week one losing streak since 2013.
yeah. I saw that. That's insane.
So I don't think it's going to continue. That's just me.
I
Bengals, Browns.
yeah,
What are we
yeah. Let's
thinking?
go. I mean, everyone like how like just such a Brown thing to do, right? They were doing so well throughout the game, keeping it close, and the Bengals just. I mean, look, and the Bengals, same thing with the Bengals though. They just can't start off the season like strong. Then again, too, this is a division game. You
Yeah.
know, like you're playing for everything here.
hmm
This is the first
I
game.
know. That's one thing that we always forget. Like division games, it's very clear that no matter what the spread is, no matter how bad one team is or how good the other team is, it matters. It just matters, especially if the team's home. They were in Cleveland. Bengals are horrible week one, notoriously. You just got to take them on the points. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I've never listened
this
to myself. This is a
Familia
thing that
members, you
say this
take those
every year.
points. Take those points. It's
Yeah, you got to take it if it's there. You just got to know situational awareness, Pete. Come on.
3 points. All right, let's talk Rams and Texans.
Ooh, all right. The one little plug I'm going to do here is I'm in a survivor pool, and your boy was the only one who picked the Rams because he has cojones. Okay?
Yeah, that did take cojones. I mean, everyone's really concerned with this guy's back. Stafford's back.
Well, looked pretty good. And guess what? He became the 10th QB in NFL history to reach 60K passing yards.
That's
Beast.
insane, man. That's insane.
Beast.
It's all that coming back. That's another thing too. Why don't we always just take the first half of every game against Stafford? Like just take the opposite opposing team. He's always on the comeback. Like
Oh, I see what you're saying.
since his career
Yeah.
started. In the
He
fourth quarter,
likes
he's
it.
always playing
He
behind. He just like
he
his
likes the
juices
pressure,
start
man.
flowing. Yeah, he likes the
Yeah,
pressure.
he's a beast, dude. He's a beast. And the team has too many weapons. I need Devontae to step up a little more on my fantasy, but that's just me. All right. To me, game of the week, Ravens versus the Bills. What are you thinking?
I mean, this is they're saying this is the game of this like the season and maybe the game of the past few years.
Yeah,
That was insane.
that was nuts, dude. That was nuts. King Henry runs for 2 touchdowns, 169 yards, looking unstoppable. And I did give that shout out in the opening episode about his workouts. They called it out again in the live broadcast. Just saying. And then the Bills scored 22 points in the fourth.
Like,
All right. Here's wait, before
go
you go.
ahead, go ahead.
How many yards do you think Allen had in the fourth quarter?
We're talking about
Passing
yards.
yards. Passing yards.
I don't know, like 150. That sounds crazy.
250.
That's insane. That like some quarterbacks didn't do that the whole game this past weekend.
Oh God. All right. We got two matchups, and then we got our winner chicken dinner coming in. So go ahead, Vikings, Bears. What do you think?
Okay, Vikings, Bears. I mean, we're texting throughout the game. this guy sucks, McCarthy sucks. The like some Bear fans were probably like, we're going to the Super Bowl, like going nuts. And then the Bears were
The
just
Bears
the
will Bears.
Bears. The Bears are Bears.
Damn, dude. It's just like, how does it happen? It's so deflating. And honestly, I get it. Like as
And
a
we're
Jets
not
fan,
even
like I've
as a
seen
Jets
it too many
fan, yeah.
times. Seen it way too many times. But
I
like there
mean,
are some wild stats here, dude. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. Ready?
yeah, go for it.
All right, so Bears are 0-5 against the Vikings at home since 2019. Minnesota outscored Chicago 21-7 in the fourth. Okay,
That's a
here we go.
rookie
Last one.
quarterback.
Rookie! In the past 45 years, two QBs have overcome a double-digit deficit in the fourth quarter in their NFL debut, and won. JJ McCarthy, and who's his company? Steve Young.
A legend.
Legend.
Which, fun fact,
Oh
Mike
God.
owned a Steve Young jersey growing up.
Oh yes. Oh yes. But that
Steve
was like,
Young,
the
not,
replica you find it at Marshall's. No stitch. You gotta have a little respect. Okay.
nah, you had that, and I had the Emmitt Smith. But I
That's it.
digress. I
That's
digress.
it.
Let's get to Jets and Steelers. I mean, do we want to just
Ugh.
bring our boy Brad on? He might want to
I like it.
commiserate
I
on
like
that
it.
one.
Let's
Yeah,
bring him in.
I think that's right. I think that's right. Let's see. Is the kid in the lobby? No, he's not. So we can wait.
All right. That means I have time to get ready. Give me 1 second.
Oh yeah, that's right. Let's put on the real gear. Okay. The Cookie Man is in the lobby. Let's turn off these cameras.
Ha! Ha!
All right, camera on.
That's it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
On. All right,
Let's get
let's
it.
get the jersey on. Let's admit the boy in.
Bring him in. Bring him in.
Ooh, the Cookie Man himself. Week one's winner.
Can we
There
get a
he
round of
is.
applause? There he is. Let's go.
Get the
How we
gear
doing?
on.
Oh, we're
Talk
doing,
to me.
folks. Just a little surprise, I got to represent
Hey,
a little Bosco. Pulled it out. You see it?
I
You see
like
it?
that. I gotta pull mine out of the closet.
Do you
Dust
still
it
have
off.
yours or no?
It's got to be in storage somewhere. Yeah.
Oh
Oh
God,
man,
dude.
this is
I
in the
like
main closet.
I
You don't wear this on Friday
no,
Night
Pete,
Lights,
that's only
maybe?
you. That's only you.
That's only-
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, bro. Uh,
Of course, bro.
we're excited, dude. Your first ever winner with
Oh
the
my God, man.
podcast.
It's nice to start it off. Start it off hot.
Dude.
Well,
But
well,
you know what?
run us through it, man. Run us through the picks. Like, let us know how you made it. Do you have any
Well, wait, actually,
strategy?
before we go into that, so right before this, Brad, we had a segment about around the league, and I wanted to end on Jets Steelers.
Ooh,
So
yes,
I want
yes,
to get your
yes.
thoughts
Touch up the
on
gun.
the Jets Steelers game. Obviously, we're all Jets fans here for the fans. Um, I'm just there's so much to be happy about, but there's also so much to be like upset about, I guess. Again, I don't know. What's your take on that matchup?
Yeah, it's just another. You score 32 points as a Jets, and another game that we lose. When you think our defense is supposed to kind of keep us in those games, but I thought the opening drive. I mean, pleasantly surprised by how well the offense did. I thought our offensive line was moving people, and our run game was looking good. Justin Fields was sharp with his passes, so it's really,
So sharp.
I think on defense, our defensive line was doing very well getting to Rodgers, but you look at all those third downs and those chunk plays that we let up. And there's a handful of guys that I think are a little suspect in the secondary that we got to clean that up. But
Dude, I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is Stevens. Like
Yeah.
if he catches that, it's game over, right?
Yep.
And obviously, it's just our pass defense, really. Like you said, getting to the quarterback is okay. Like we're actually doing very well there. Offense is finally clicking, which we haven't had in the past. And I was looking up some stats, and I saw this, and I'm like, here we go. Like getting me hyped already with the Justin Fields thing. But their projections show that Fields will break the all-time Jets quarterback rushing yards by week 7.
It is. I mean, it is eye-opening when you look at what we had last year with Rodgers and how immobile he was. It is nice to have a guy who can, make things out of nothing, kind of, and scramble. So,
It's
um,
night and day.
yeah.
It's night and day, literally. But on the other like side of that is he clearly was still able to do a lot, right, on us, and
Oh
we're
yeah.
supposed to be a decent D.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I think the Steelers are a good team. Pete, what do you think about the Steelers? Because like everyone's like getting down on this, but I was like, it's a good game, right? Like you said, we scored 32 points. We do that same exact formula on another team. I think we get the win, honestly. But
I think it's a great point. Tomlin, it shouldn't be ever doubted, like ever. Now you have a Hall of Fame quarterback. Um, my biggest concern was we. I think you showed a chart we were going through this week, and it was like the Jets performed the best this weekend, and we still lost. And it's just like, can we sustain that type of level of play, uh, and be able to beat people? Like I just don't know if you can sustain that. With that said, maybe anything close to that could still beat a mediocre team or a good team. So, um,
Yeah. If you look at
those were my thoughts when I saw that one stat.
Yeah, if you look at the grades that the offensive line got, I mean, the new kid, Membu and the what's the name, the left tackle,
Olu,
Fast. Yeah, I mean,
yep.
they both played really well. I mean, going up against TJ Watt. So, and if you look at some of the run blocking, the holes that Brees had, I mean, we were
Oh
clearing
my
people out of the
God.
way. So,
Dude, Brees looked amazing. And I said this before, like if you look at when we went to back-to-back AFC championships, the thing that stood out to me in those seasons was our running game. We had a running game. We established that our defense spoke for itself at that point. And then like Mark Sanchez did like screen passes to the
That's
side
the
every time. Like, you know
defense.
what I mean? It was just like it's doable. It's a simple offense. And obviously I would argue that like Justin Fields is all that plus more, obviously, with the wheels, right? Like,
uh,
Yeah, but the
dude,
offense is not the problem. It's the defense. The defense is the only thing that like continues to be
you
questioned.
gotta believe that Aaron Glenn's gonna come back and scheme up. He's gonna fix a lot of those problems, right? Especially in the pass game. But like, there's only so much you can do from a player's perspective.
And you can also
I did
argue
like,
that
yeah,
sorry, really
okay.
quickly, Brad. You can also argue that like Aaron Rodgers is at an advantage, right? He just played with these guys or like was on the team for 2 years and like kind of knows these guys' strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah. I was just gonna
Yeah.
say I did like how Sauce finally was traveling with Metcalf and not just playing the one side of the field. That was like a big step for him this year. So
Oh yeah. He looked, dude. He's so good. He's so good,
yeah,
and everyone knows it too. And obviously the jet luck, where that last play where he tips it and then it just
no,
falls
God, yeah,
into. I'm like, are you kidding me, man?
yep. And then I mean you can't
Honestly
even
though,
the last. I mean the field goal
The
is a
fumble.
joke. The guy made that look like an extra point from 60 yards.
I know that was insane.
bro, that was good. That was easily good from 75.
That's what
Yeah.
that's what you said live. You were like, "Oh my God, like he had a lot to clear. He
Oh, it
cleared a
was
lot
ridiculous.
there." Awesome.
Oh, all
All
right.
right.
Yeah, let's get to your strategy, Brad. You won week one. You're not a stranger to winning in the family pick'em pool. We went through the history the first episode, and you won the whole thing at one point. This was a couple years back now, so you're a little dated. But did you have a strategy kind of going into this week?
Yeah, I mean I'm glad you asked. I mean the last decade I've been building a sport betting algorithm. And this year the AI is really kicking in. So, you saw it, you saw it in week one. Um, no, I mean my strategy is really 70 to 80% just gut feeling, and then I like to look at you know, who the public's on, line movements, checking Twitter, just getting overall sentiment on games. I'm more of a feels guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I definitely like to look at line movements, specifically in our league when you're looking at just straight up against the spread. Um, those are the important indicators. And I don't know if you guys know, there's a kid on Twitter I've been following for years, Trent, uh, Book It by Trent
Trent.
or something. He's
Oh
the
yeah, of course.
ultimate fade god.
Fade.
So if you're
He's the
ever,
fa Oh, P, you do know him?
Of course.
oh,
Yeah.
he's
I've
the
made some
worst.
money just fading him. Like he's
Oh yeah.
actually like my check. Like I'm like, oh, I like this game. All
Yep.
right. And then I look at him and he likes the like the opposite team, and I'm like, this is
Oh, if
money.
he picks your team, it's over. I mean, he had the Ravens and a final leg of a 6-team money line parlay. So he had
Oh,
everything won. And this happens almost every week with him. And you knew the whole day leading up it was going to come down to that game, and sure enough, and he had the Bears
Wait.
last night. So
Did he
he's
hedge it?
Oh
no,
my God.
Well,
That
it's
is horrible.
but he's a little sketchy because he will go through those periods where he goes on a little heater. So he's not, but he when he goes bad, it's
It's
ultimate.
bad.
Every pick is it's the opposite. So those are kind of the key things I look at.
all right.
That's
Like I
too good.
have. Am I sharing
Yeah, I
your
can see it.
the picks?
Yep.
Okay, so I mean, dude, you start off the week with two
Yeah,
losses.
yeah. Funny enough, I both those two games because I was it's the first week one. I was very undecided. I actually did have the Cowboys and the Chargers, and I flipped both of those late. So
Oh,
I was pissed because I had in my mind I'm like Dallas division game opener, like everyone's fresh, no one knows what's going on, like there's always the nerves, all that stuff. So I was like, that one I should have had. Kansas City, I was back and forth, so I'm like, what, I'm okay with that loss, but I
yeah,
hate when I don't go, oh my God, dude, that pisses me off so much.
yeah.
and then
The
Seattle, Detroit. I liked San Francisco on this one. Purdy is, I believe, he's never lost in Seattle.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
I'm
Seattle was pretty much they were controlling that game, and they kind of coughed it up at the end there. But
there's a lot of Seattle guys in this pool, and
Pete, see if you
I
can make the screen a little bigger just so we could see it.
yeah, let's do that. Is that better?
Perfect.
Yeah, so there's a lot of Seattle guys in this pool, and they can't be disappointed with the performance of their team on Sunday.
I feel like this is the one game I didn't get to watch like fully. But I mean, they still won with Kettle got hurt, right?
yep.
Um, yeah, a lot of question marks. I mean, how did Sam do? Like, I had him. I have like did two QB leagues, so I have him on my bench just in case kind of thing. And I saw he only had 5 points, so I assume he did bad.
Yeah, it wasn't really. It was. I got to look
He
back to see what he did.
he's competitive enough to keep this within a
Yeah,
touchdown.
that's true. That's true.
And hey, let's
Yeah.
let's make a comment here too. First, well, two comments. One, Brad basically it got down to the combined score, which is always
Oh, yeah.
nerve-wracking.
Yep.
It was started off low, and all of a sudden they just went on a scoring spree, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Brad's got this. And in the fourth quarter, like leading up to the fourth quarter, you were really dead in the mud, and now this guy decides to learn, like he remembers how to play football and
Oh yeah.
gets the W.
Yeah, it was like a tale of
Stat
two
game,
halves. I
you.
mean, the Bears looked good in the first half, and then they just slowly fell apart. But it's
Oh
funny you
my
said. I mean,
God.
going into the night. I mean, I saw there was so many people. There was a handful of people in front, and then a bunch of people tied. So I knew, I had to look out, and hopefully some of those top guys took the opposite of my pick. And then it comes
Right.
down to, because it was a four-way tie for first. So then it was, coming
Yep.
down to the total score. So
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and then look at Cook. He may be the only person that's put in all his picks already. That you saw it right there. He's prepared.
He's locked. He's lock and loaded. I
The,
love it.
the problem with that is like you make your picks nice and early, and then more information comes in, and then you switch your pick, and then you lose, and then you get pissed.
yep.
Yeah. Yep. That's 100% correct. So like for the total though, Brad, was there like a strategy going into that one, or you were just like, let me.
I normally will look at whatever Vegas sets the over under at, and then I will, plus or minus 1 or 2 points
Okay.
around that, depending on if I think it's going to go over under. I don't really try to go crazy with that. I
Yep.
just kind of lucked out. I think the over under was 43. I went 44. So
Oh man,
But were
that's
you
how it
nervous?
happens. Honestly, half the time.
I really wasn't confident because there was just so many people in front of me, and I knew even if I won, it was going to come down to a tie. So I just
It's true
lucked
because
out.
at one point I only saw Elena and I think I saw Sharetta, and I was like, oh okay, like those two. And then Brad, you must have just come out like, because you know what always happens too? It's the 4 o'clock games. You're looking good, and then the second half comes, and you're like, okay, like something's
Yeah.
happening, things are moving, and then it's like you're top in the ranks, boom, all the way in the bottom, and you're like, oh my God, well there he goes.
And plus
Yeah,
the CBS app is updating live too. So it's, if you're in the money during the game, you're bumped up top, so you're looking good, but that can
Yes.
change in a
yeah,
blink.
right when the kickoff goes off.
Yep.
So if you have plus money, all those people
Yep.
if you have all the dogs, you just fly up to the top, and it's going to change throughout the game. So Yeah, I hate being at the top early on in the fours.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's the worst.
And we gotta give a quick shout out to the folks that were up there with you, man. Alina, the only Browns fan, probably in the tri-state area.
I,
But
we
she
should
stays
we
at
should highlight that with I think she's that per her husband. It's like a caveat. I don't know.
uh,
I don't know if she is, but
that we need to confirm that. Mike Sharetta, Shredder.
he's the
He's a
shredder.
dog. He's a dog. He's really
Dude, he
good.
is. If you ever meet this kid, Brad, he like everything he does, he's good at. Cornhole, basketball, baseball, everything. He's amazing. So it did
And
not surprise me that he was at the top.
and then York Bell. York Bell was talking some real good smack. I was like, I like this little beef in the family pool. He was just like, tell Brad stop taking my picks. He said, it's no secret the Bucks will win the NFC South. So appreciate the Bonillas being on the same page. All like I was like, oh my God, this dude is he's a true Bucks fan. And he's not the only one. There's another Bucks fan in the pool, Andy, in Seattle. So nice, nice. I
There you go.
want to show some love to those folks.
Yeah, yeah. But like Aaron Glenn says, there's no moral victories in the league. So there's only one winner, and you're looking at him right here. All
Mr.
right.
Bradley
Well, look,
Cook.
there's one last question that we like to make a tradition on this podcast as we go forward, given that it's the first one. What is your victory song for this week? A song that describes your performance, Bradley. Talk to me.
I'm between two. It's either going to be Luke Combs back in the saddle, or
Ooh. I
or I
like
might have to
it.
do a little throwback to "Money on My Mind," Lil Wayne, just because these weekly payouts are juicy this year, Pete.
Dude, I worked very hard for it, man. I worked very hard. I think it's important that we continue the momentum going into week 18 and everybody is excited about the pool. So we want to reward excellence throughout the year. And the season winner is not, it's not a small little pot. It's nice, but the weekly is probably higher than most for these spread pick'em pools.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've talked to a lot of people and they were like, "Eh," and then somewhere was like, "Wait, how much is it? 700 a week?" I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Okay, I'll do it."
I had a couple of those too. It's like, well, that was an easy sell.
So wait, what was the so it was Luke Holmes back in the saddle and then Lil Wayne what?
Money on My Mind.
Money on my mind. All right. I love it, man. Well, look, thanks again for taking the time. I really appreciate it.
Ooh, before he goes, any
Yes.
gambling stories? Any like ones that stand out to you? And if not,
Ooh, bad
all good.
beats.
But I want to either bad beats or one where you just hit like nicely. You don't have to give us the amount. We don't want the good old IRS coming after you, but
The casinos.
the casinos,
I mean,
guys,
just this
banning
weekend,
you.
I had it was almost a bad beat, but I had a 14 teaser going, a 13-point teaser, and I had the Lions. I don't know if you saw the end of that game, how that ended. The Lions were getting killed, and they threw that
Yeah.
pass at the end where they reviewed it and called it a touchdown.
Did
That
that
was
get
nice. Well, yeah, they
and
ended
it came
up
in?
it was I had them at four plus 14 and a half. They made it 14.
Oh my
So
Oh
gosh.
my
yeah,
God.
that was
Backdoor
a nice one.
cover.
Yeah. But it didn't help. I mean, the Ravens killed me at the end of the night. So
Oh God, of course. I
That
still
that
can't believe that game,
did you
dude.
see that Josh Allen was like basically calling out the Bills fans
oh, for
Yeah,
leaving,
for
yeah,
leaving early.
yeah.
for leaving early? He's like, next time, don't leave
I mean,
early. And
dude,
we
that
Have a
have
game
little faith,
was
he said.
that the Ravens did everything possible to give them back that game. Like,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like this is where I'm like everyone like there are good teams that are on one and like the Jets are on one. So I'm just like I'm trying to give myself a little like slack here. It's like we're okay. It's the beginning of the season. Like we showed a lot of promise. If we could do that going forward, then I think we're gonna be fine. At least at the very least, it's gonna be an exciting season. That's it.
all right, dude.
That's it. Well, look,
awesome.
round of applause for the
Yeah,
man
for the
himself,
number one.
for the
Thank you
Bosco
for having me, guys.
alumni, for the St. Joe's alumni. All right, man. Thanks again, man. I really appreciate
Later,
it.
man. This was fun. Talk to you.
Yes, sir.
Deuces.
A little
Good
reaction,
egg.
a little
Dude,
clap reaction.
oh, see, we gotta get the soundboard. Once we get the soundboard, it's gonna be looking good, man.
A little like booze and yeah. I got my connects. We're We're gonna incorporate them. We might get some producers on before the end of the season.
Woo! Okay. All right. Well, look, let's go to these next two segments pretty fast here. We got the I was this close segment, and a little background on the I was this close segment is our father, Jose, uh, likes to gamble on the horsies every once in a while, or just anything really,
The ponies.
any luck, and I can't tell you, and Pete will say this too. I can't tell you how many stories we've heard, and it's like a family thing now, where it's like, guys, I was this close, I lost my nose hair.
I'm only laughing because it's so true. And like so much so, like Jay Riv, like this is his favorite thing to say. Our
Favorite thing.
uncle, he's like, "Oh, so you were this close?" So
He's
we'll
like,
every
he's like,
week,
Jose, how close were you?
Jose to Jose, just trolling hard. Yeah, I don't know
Oh,
about you, but I am getting hot with this Versi jacket.
dude, I'm getting hot too. I'm getting hot too. We're showing the guns. Showing the guns.
Show him the guns, Mike. Show him the
All
guns, Bones.
right. Well,
All right, all right. So what is your
you want to go
this
first, or you want to?
close? I
All right,
can
I'll
go
go
first.
first. Okay, you
Whatever
go
you
first.
want.
Go ahead. Go
I'll
ahead.
go first. My first, obviously. I mean, this is so obvious. This week, I feel like everyone was like this. But for me, it was both. It was the Ravens. I was this close until they blew it in the fourth quarter, and then same thing with the Bears. I was this close,
Yeah.
and just
Yep.
I just like I was just betting against the rookie on the Bears game, and then the Ravens. I went with Marco, to be honest with you. I just went with Marco, his conviction there, Marco P, and just I just felt like I love betting with
You went with
Lamar.
Cuzzy.
Yeah, with Kazi and you know, he
We got to
likes to
track
run.
how Cuzzy's doing this year because we give him a little too much credit, and then he does
Right,
this.
he just hits big. He hits big. He knows what he's talking about. He's been doing it for years.
Yeah,
But it just never feels good when you tail something and you don't feel it in your gut in your.
for sure, for sure. All right, so I got two. I've got to go with my team. Oh God, there's the last drive there. Fields has a chance to run it, or he has a chance to pass it to Garrett. He passes it to Garrett. He gets lit up. I actually thought he was going to be hurt for a while after that, but he eventually got up, which is good. God, I mean, how many times have I said this? The Jets been this close to winning, but honestly, I'm still happy about that first game, so we're going to be okay. And then the second one was Justin Jefferson. I know this is a pick'em league, but what's a football podcast if I don't talk about a little fantasy?
Fantasy.
Okay. I mean, you got the text. Everyone got the text that I was talking to. Anders got the text. Shout out to Anders. You're very lucky you win by 1 point. But if Justin Jefferson, if McCarthy just like gave him one extra pass in the first half, he couldn't wake up and do anything. Obviously, he wakes up in the second half, fourth quarter, and he still had one more time in that last drive to get him something.
I know, and
Lose by
and
1 point.
he did get a reception, and it brought you close because you needed 10 points, and you got it down to 3, I think, or to 1 point. You got to 1 point, obviously.
I lost by 1 at the end
Yeah.
of the day, so it's like, yeah.
Oof.
All right.
All right. Lock of the week.
Week 2.
Week 2. Yes. Go ahead. You go first.
That's right. All right, I'll go first. I'm just looking at the actual spread on it, but I think I have the pick.
And to be clear here, we're doing the spread that shows on the pool. And on the pool, whatever spread comes out is the spread and it stays stagnant. So if you see line movement, use that to your advantage throughout the week. If you notice that the line is going up, that means that they're betting that the favorite.
That's
If
right.
the line's going down, they're betting the dog. So
Yeah,
you
so
can
there's a
get an
chance right
indication,
now.
you can get an
Right.
advantage because the lines come out and it stays the way where it's at.
Exactly.
Shout out
So
to Jefferson. He gave me. I knew that already, but he reiterated that. So I was like, oh, let me share that with the pool.
yeah, no, that's a good point. That's a really good point. So yeah, I'm looking at right now Seahawks plus 2.5, Steelers minus 2.5. I'm gonna go with Steelers, man. I know that was a heightened win for all the Steelers just because of the storylines, but I actually think that the Seahawks are not going to be good this year. And if it was in Seattle, then maybe I'd have a different deal. But it's in Pittsburgh. I think this is a lock. 2.5. They only have to win by a field goal. I think they'll be fine there. Um, my long shot of the week now. Hear me out. We're going to go to division matchup. Giants versus the Cowboys. Giants are plus 6.5, and everyone's going to be like, Mike, really? They looked horrible week 1. What did we say at the beginning of this podcast, this episode?
Division games.
Division games. Of course, everyone, the whole world's going to be on Dallas. Okay? I got Giants. I think it's a divisional rivalry. I think they're going to wake up. There's always one game out of all the games in the slate that surprised you, and that's mine. What do you got?
Do they keep Russell? Yes or no? Just really quick. Or do they go to?
I don't think they go to Dart. I
the
don't think they
rookie?
go to Dart. It's too soon for that. They would go to Jameis before they go to Dart, to be honest. And if
Got it.
Jameis gets in, you're a fan of Jameis, so anything could happen.
Oh, I love Jameis. He's like a more reckless. Oh my gosh, Jets quarterback that went to Harvard with the beard.
Oh, Fitzpatrick.
Fitz magic. Yes.
Yeah.
Just
Love him.
launch that bad boy. All right. Your boys lock of the week is, wait, let me just really quickly, I just got I'm a big fan of StatMuse, future sponsor of the pod. Just got to make sure my man
You're giving the
here-
clues away, brother.
Yeah, it's all good. Statmuse.com. Use it to your advantage. I just have to understand really quickly. Okay. All right. I still like it. And it's still my lock. It's the 49ers away against the Saints. -4.5.
Okay.
Purdy's. Let's just go to Purdy's career away really quickly. Away record. He is 14-6 on the road in his career. 14-6.
I mean,
And this is a bad team.
yeah. No, look, it's
Hard to play in New Orleans. It's hard to play in New Orleans. I get it. And he's never
Yeah.
played there before. So that part does scare me a little bit. I like a couple of games, but that's my lock. And then my long shot of the week is actually the Falcons +4.5 against the Vikings.
Falcons plus 4.5. I like that. I like that a lot, actually.
It's in Minnesota though, which is very difficult to play in.
Yeah.
But this kid, like was it impressive how he came back like that? Is he now in the record books with Steve Young? It's Sunday Night Football. The world is watching. Everyone's gonna be on the Vikings.
Yep. You know what that means? That is a formula. That's Vegas formula.
Yeah,
That's Buffalo Wild Wings. Press the button.
Mike.
I know.
You're
I
on
know what
fire
you're
tonight,
thinking,
kid.
dude. I know what you're thinking. And what we need to do is shout out to Lock In Sports. What's the Lock Cash in Sports?
Yeah.
I'm sure he will give a ref's analysis on that one, which I love his analysis on that. And if it supports your theory, count me in, brother.
Count me in, brother. All right. Let's just get some reminders out there. We're trying to run this pool for the people, for La Familia. So make sure you send me your favorite team because we want to make sure that we incorporate you in the pod and also in the weekly email. So email
Or
me
dog you.
or dog me. Either or. We're all for it. I want also comments on the video. Got some love in the first video on episode 0.
Yeah, just a kickoff, getting some kinks out. We're here. We're live. We're going to get better. So really looking forward to it. But yeah, I think that's a good reminder. Is there any other ones?
Like and subscribe again. And then dude, take us out, man.
All right, folks. Well, look, that's going to do it for us. That's episode uno for 4th and Bonilla podcast. Brad, congrats again, brother. May the odds not be in your favor next week. All right. We will be here same time next week. Love you guys. Deuces.
Deuces.